Can't spell us without trust. Put the lust aside of some things we gotta discuss. So close your legs for a bit, baby, let's open up. Closed mouths don't get fed, finish it.
So we got to China, and first things first, taking a look at new warehousing space. And walking into a space like this completely empty always is something magical, knowing that very soon this entire space is going to be stacked to the roof.
But we ain't gotta rush, take your time. We can talk until the sun up. I see you.
So we're currently looking at multiple floors because we really want to prepare for expansion.
我们这么把这个合作方法会做顺利，这是我们的客户，他没有来中国，他不认识我们的文化，他一点点都不认识。马上回答，然后他们跟让每个人有这种知道吧？
这是卡布奇诺吗？
对。
普通的牛奶吗？
只有这一种牛奶。
Oh, okay, okay. 好，谢谢，谢谢。Alright, so we'll be flying back to Hong Kong tomorrow. This is our third day in China. We actually signed the lease on the new warehouse with the option to also rent the space above as well as the space below. We also trained the new department. I gave a training of roughly 30 minutes to an hour, just really explaining the differences in culture, especially when dealing with China and them dealing with overseas. There's such a big gap between those cultures, and communication is the most important thing within any business. So making sure that they understand culture overseas and the overseas cultures understand them is essential to make sure that communication is streamlined. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little more work. Sunday today, we might hit a workout, and yeah, then just gonna head back to Hong Kong. So a week ago, I sat in a taxi just like how I am now, on my way to Shanghai airport, flying back to Hong Kong, and I hit 10K subs on YouTube. This morning I woke up to 30,000 subscribers, and yeah, I must say that it's quite unreal. I've been getting so many messages and just really want to thank everyone for the support and kind messages. It's crazy.
The money speaking for itself, I call it fortune tell.
He doesn't know where I live. Alright, so we just got to Hong Kong, and I just keep getting messages, and we're getting more and more subscribers, and the more I get, the more responsibility I feel, because when I look at the market and when I know how much content is out there and how many people are trying to have their voice heard, and I just want you to know that I really, really appreciate that, and that when I, you know, especially on my way back to my apartment in Hong Kong, I have sat in a taxi the way I'm seated right now so many times, driving through this city and just looking at these buildings and knowing that there's someone who once had an idea that took that idea and tried to turn it into reality, and over time had more people just tag along on that mission of making that idea become reality, and now they've gone to an extent where they employ an entire building of all of these people being part of that one idea that person once had. And I have very big ideas, and I'm very confident they'll become reality one day, and I want all of you to know that that's the reason why I decided to pick up this camera. That's the reason why I decided to show what we do, how we do, and most importantly, why we do it. Because I once had an idea, and now all of a sudden I get hundreds of thousands of people taking a look at my ideas, and thousands of people wanting to join me on making these ideas become reality. And so yeah, for those watching, I hope you know that I do not take your time for granted, and I hope I can inspire you, and that you can live the feeling that I have when driving through a city like this through these videos. So it's almost 12 AM right now, and you've been seeing me seated behind this desk throughout the entire day, and I thought it was time to shine some light on what it is that I do throughout the day. And
As someone who's been doing this for a while, I've seen myself gone through a lot of different stages when it comes to working on my business. What I've really experienced was that in the first phases, I was trying to do everything myself, which I think is a good thing and a bad thing. My first ever startup, which I started when I was 18, which was a software company, I did everything myself, from designing, developing, to launching the actual product, the marketing, gathering feedback. Everything you could think of, I did it myself. Now the good thing is that this really allowed me to understand every single element of the business, and the bad thing was that I simply couldn't keep up with the workload, which wasn't allowing me to scale. So until one point, my mom actually told me, just because you can do everything doesn't mean you should do everything, which kind of allowed me to enter the next phase of my own entrepreneurial journey, which was starting to delegate more, and as people always say, start working on your business instead of in your business. So the main thing that I do currently within my business is putting the right people in the right place and making sure that they repeat processes that I know are working. So for example, if there's a certain outreach strategy that I know that works, I try and document it in as much detail as possible so that someone else can execute it. And that's something that you repeat to the extent where they start to teach other people, and that's how you just like keep growing different departments within the company that keep solving specific problems that you encounter along the way of growing a business. Now I'll try and shine some more light on these things in different videos, but for now I'm gonna get a good night of sleep because it's almost 12 and my alarm is gonna wake me up around 7 a.m. so I'm gonna try and get some sleep.
It's 7 a.m. We're waiting for a buddy of mine, Sam. He's gonna join us on the run. We're gonna run to Shek. We're gonna hit the beach for probably an hour or so. Gonna get some breakfast, and then after that we're gonna head back, do some more work. Then Wojtek and I have to also pick up some camera gear for India because we're gonna be flying to India very soon.
On Thursday, actually.
Yeah, my parents are coming as well. I can't wait, man. I need a coffee.
Top of the morning, top of the morning. Dat is echt, ja, behoorlijk man. Ja man, ik wilde zeggen, like,
yeah. Make sure my shit sound tight.
Bro, I'm struggling, I'm fucking out. We're not even 10 km in and I'm really struggling. I gotta say good morning to them. Joe-san! Joe-san! Joe-san!
I never knew the world could be this mad. Only vision I had of sex was color me bad, and I never.
What is pot?
Fucking hell, man. Welcome to Shek.
Basically, we just have all of these details and things that either are customer facing or for internal usage for the team members.
Guys, Daniel is still the best designer in the world. just to let you know.
Check, check, yeah. Yeah. Sitting on cloud nine, but it's really my couch. Pierre, Jean raised the original ones, not the ones they get for 500 to dress up their house. I'm single boy, no girl or no spouse.
Alright, so we got to the gate. It's currently 7:44 and Wojtek and I are flying to India. My parents just called me and they told me that they're on their way as well, so they'll be arriving around the same time, and I cannot wait to see them. I think it's really gonna be one of the greatest weeks of my life. The fact that I got to fly my parents out, that Wojtek is joining me here as well. Got loads of friends, and of course the person who's getting married is a business partner of mine, and I have invested in his brand recently, which is also taking off. So we definitely got something to celebrate, other than the wedding, of course. Actually, we got loads of stuff to celebrate, including the wedding. Sorry, I said that wrong. So yeah, that said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I still have to every now and then pinch myself to see if this is actually happening, but I want you to know that I'm incredibly grateful for each and every single person here, and I'll see you guys next one. I'll take you guys to the wedding.